Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now today I'm going to be talking about North America Split 2 results. Obviously in a separate video will be the playoffs because for some reason North America has this stupid way of organizing, and basically the format itself is pretty stupid. It's not like every other like Wikipedia page where it's there'll be like playoffs. So just go, for example, like Latin America North, for example. The playoffs are right here. This one is actually a separate one, so it's kind of stupid, and I'm pretty sure all of them are in like a week difference. I'm pretty sure. No, this was in 3 days time, and they finished, I'm pretty sure, a couple of days ago. So no idea what's up with the North American scene and Split 2, but whatever. As a it's just super as a whole, but whatever. So here are the results. Well, first we'll have a look at the participants. All of the 12 teams. And they include EMEA, G2, The Guard, Oxygen, TSM, Moist Moguls, Disguise, FaZe Clan, Turtle Troops, Shopify Rebellion, Mad Lions, and OR Esports. Have a look at the players as well. Obviously, there's been many times where, obviously, there's been a couple roster changes. Most notably, Disguise, FaZe, Turtle Troop, pretty sure had one, Mad Lions, OR, and Moist Moguls, I'm pretty sure. I actually don't, did Moist Moguls? Yeah, well, it was just adding a coach, but yeah, that doesn't really matter. But, yeah, so those are the players. Have a look as well down them as well. Let's now have a look at the group stages, and first off with Group A. Now here are the standings for Group A. So as you can see, EMEA, they were top seed, and then we got Oxygen Esports, Shopify Rebellion, Turtle Troop, TSM, and a very surprising Disguise team that actually went 0-5, 0 points for Disguise's team. Pretty surprised about that, since their roster on paper is really exciting, since they have Ye in the lineup, obviously former C9 and Optic player. Pretty surprised about that, but yeah. And then for Group B, another content creator team, Moist Moguls. They were the best team in Group B. Then we got The Guard, FaZe Clan, OR Esports, and Mad Lions, and another surprising team, G2 Esports, down in 6th place, not winning a single game. Pretty surprised about that. Let's have a look now at all of the results. Obviously, this time we only get to talk about 5 weeks, so it's not too bad. Also, I talk about ones that kind of stood out to me. First one, TSM versus Shopify Rebellion. This was a bit of a surprise. We'll actually have a look at the VLR page. So we're just gonna have just a quick scan of the VLR page, and then we'll head back to Wikipedia. Yeah, it was a 2-1 victory for TSM against Shopify Rebellion. And this was also the first game that we also got to see Vanity in the lineup, as the IGL didn't really go too well. Pretty interesting to see that, that Vanity was playing like the Sova and the Breach. Pretty weird about that, but I guess it's just his new role now. I'm pretty sure Moose is the controller now. Hopefully B-Dog, he's always the duelist. Mada is the initiator, then I'm gonna guess Vic might be the Sentinel, maybe the Flex. I'm not too sure. I don't know what the roles are for all of them, but yeah. 13-10 on Ascent went to Shopify Rebellion. 13-8 on Fracture went to TSM, and then 13-7 on Pearl also went to TSM. And then the other one, OR Esports, won against G2. Yikes. I don't know what to say about this, other than this kind of showed that G2 was going to struggle a lot. Like, they were going to struggle a lot. So, yeah, not great for G2. They were very disappointing, but hey, at least OR did well, because they did do pretty well this split compared to the first split. Week 7, Total Troop probably against Oxygen Esports. Now, I do remember Oxygen did have their coach playing for them. Pretty sure it was Rustin. Might be, I think. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure he was the assistant coach for Oxygen Esports. I'm pretty sure it was Rustin or was it Verno. I can't remember, it was one of them. Basically replaced the player. I'm pretty sure like twice. So I can't remember if this was the one, maybe it was another one. I'm not too sure, but I'm actually gonna have a look now. It's basically Rustin. He basically transitioned from a coach to a player. Pretty sure like midway on this split. So that was interesting to see. And Pony, he also became a sub. But either way, we move on from that. What was that? Oh, Turtle Troop, yeah. Turtle Troop versus Oxygen. Honestly, Turtle Troop, this was the team that XQC was rumored to be getting the team or signing the team into, what was it called? Like Juice Gaming, I'm pretty sure that's what the organization was about to be. That obviously fell through. Nothing other ones, I'll be honest, that really surprised me. Yeah. Week 8. Let's talk about this one. Actually, we'll talk about this one first. Shopify Rebellion. They were the only team to beat out M80. And I don't know what happened to M80. They were supposedly struggling a lot a bit, but yeah, I don't know. It was interesting to see that Shopify Rebellion basically it was a very convincing win on Ascent, but on Split it was pretty close, 14-12 once again to start out Shopify Rebellion. So it was pretty close there. But this one was a bit of a surprise. To be fair, Josh RT, the coach of Moist Moguls, had to sub in for Tech due to health problems. So kind of basically what Rustin was doing. Obviously, he was the coach and had to sub in a couple times. We'll go to EMEA soon when that's finished, because I can talk about a lot about assistant coaches there. But it was kind of like the first sign of like, okay, some of these I should say some of these teams needs to get a 6th player. So obviously the God, they didn't have a 6th player, just like Auction had a 6th player until they got Rustin, which Rustin used to be a player, so that's fine. I don't think Josh R2 has ever been a player. Might be wrong about that, but yeah, it was a bit of a worry. But to be fair, they did make it pretty competitive. I mean, Pearl not really, but Split and Haven, it was actually pretty competitive. So I'll give them props of that. That at least they made it pretty competitive and pretty difficult for Moist Moguls, but just wasn't really enough for the Guard. Let's talk about this one. So Mad Lions, they beat out G2. This also showed that G2 were in a massive decline, and they were in a massive decline. So at least we got to see that. Week 8, nothing really. I'll be honest, nothing really interesting or popping out. Probably maybe this one. Turtle Troop, they won against TSM 2-1. Fracture and Bind, they weren't close at all, and both of them went to Turtle Troop. Haven went to the side of TSM, and that was pretty close, 13-10. But this is once again, TSM was falling off, G2 was falling off. Some organizations like G2 and Disguise that we were expecting to at least make some games a lot competitive, like very competitive, especially Disguise, which obviously had some new players. Obviously, Ye was in. I'm pretty sure Raikou, he was in as a sub. Exalt, he was back in the team after previously leaving, and still also benched himself. So Disguise was a bit of a mess, I'll be honest, in this split. But I guess it is what it is, I guess. And then week 10, maybe OR being at Mad Lions after Mad Lions got beaten out by the Guard. Not really surprised there, but oh no, it was a very, very close game. 13-10 on all maps. Fracture, Bind, and Pearl. M80, Oxygen, maybe Oxygen taking a map off M80. That was pretty surprising. There's definitely shows of cracks with M80. TSM being out Disguise. This was just sad. This was just sad to see. I'm already depressed looking at it. And nothing really else. I mean, Moist Moguls, they beat out FaceTime pretty convincingly. The Guard beat out G2 pretty convincingly as well. Ascent was actually pretty close, though, to be honest. And Shopify Rebellion beating out Turtle Troop pretty convincingly as well. Who the hell was running Chamber? I'm guessing that was B-Dog. I don't know why B-Dog will be running Chamber out of all characters, but okay. But yeah, that was just pretty sad to see, especially like teams like G2, like Disguise, who were like basically like top 4 of them, like top 3 best team in there in groups, and then they just kind of just fizzled out and fell off basically. So we're now gonna have a look at the playoff bracket. Actually, before we get into that, I'll show you actually the points. Moist Moguls 25 points. Then they've got the Guard, M80, Oxygen, Shotfire Rebellion, FaZe Clan, Total Troop, TSM, OR Esports, Mad Lions, G2, and the Skies down to 12th place. Have a look as well at the circuit points, because obviously this kind of it secured all the teams who are going to be in the playoffs or the relegation. We'll also have a look at the relegations as well. But EMEA, they already secured a spot into the playoffs after winning the mid-season. Then we got the Guard, Moist Moguls moves up 3 spots, Oxygen, G2 and TSM, both of them moved down 2 spots, but both of them are still in FaZe Clan, and moving up 2 spots, 2 spots was Shopify Rebellion. Total Troop down in 9th, Disguise moves down to 10th, then we got Mad Lions and OR Esports, basically both of them are tied with 7 points. First, have a look at the relegation. Obviously, it is these 4 teams: Soul Troop, Disguise, OR Esports, and Mad Lions. And the top 2, they will then qualify for next year's challenges. 3rd and 4th, they're probably going to go through open qualifiers again. As for the most important one, which is the playoffs here, the top 2 will be going to Ascension. Everyone else will be going to next year's challenges in North America. Here are the teams once again: EMEA, The Guard, and Moist Moguls, Oxygen, G2, TSM, FaZe Clan, and Shotfire Rebellion. Here is the bracket as well. So we have EMEA versus Shotfire Rebellion first, then we got Oxygen versus G2, The Guard versus FaZe Clan, and Moist Moguls versus TSM. So that's the bracket for you in North America, and actually might be pretty interesting to see who are the 2 teams who will be going to Ascension. Basically, and also, like I mentioned before, in my previous videos, Ascension for Americas will be at Sao Paulo for the Riot Games Studios, and I'm pretty sure during the playoffs maybe, that will be in a separate venue. We don't know which venue it's going to be, but it will be at a separate venue. So that's really about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys on next time in the next one. Goodbye.